Welcome back to the Wrestling Bubble. This is your Smackdown review, and I must say, we finally got a good Smackdown.
Besides the main event. But everything else was good.
We finally got a good Smackdown. And that Smackdown started off with John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, LA Knight, Ron Killings. So John Cena proceeds to come out like he always does. No enthusiasm whatsoever. He comes out with that smug look on his face. And he proceeds to cut a promo. What'd he talk about?
Yeah, how he used his seniority to get a spot in the Elimination Chamber. He knew he was going to win because he knows CM Punk and Seth Rollins don't even like each other. He know how Cody's distracted because he's so focused on what The Rock, with the whole taking his soul thing. And then he also made him let y'all know he's the unpredictable opponent for WWE, which got him to be the undisputed WWE World Champion. Oh, and yes, he knows Seth Rollins got the Money in the Bank briefcase, but he says he's not worrying about that because at the end of the day, he's going to retire with the undisputed title. And when Seth Rollins cashed in for whoever the champion is, he will be your only champion in WWE.
So, in a nutshell, Cena was trying to make it sound like this was all part of his master plan. Okay, like he outsmarted everybody. The whole final boss storyline and, Seth Rollins forming his own group, etc. He tried to make it sound like it was all just a part of his master plan, his evil genius plan, and he outsmarted everybody, right? Like he's going to leave with the WWE Championship. Seth's going to go get that World Championship, World Heavyweight, whatever, the secondary title that nobody cares about. He's going to win that, and then that'll leave Seth Rollins at the top of the mountain, right? Yeah, that sounds good and all. So then
I want to take a second before we jump on how he's 1,000 steps ahead. Do you feel like he just saying this promo just to like clear up the whole, is he working with The Rock and everything?
This was obviously Triple H working through John Cena.
Yeah.
Trying to get ahead of all this, trying to narrate what the IWC, right? The internet wrestling fans, whatever. This is him hearing the backlash from the internet that doesn't exist. How people have been complaining about, well, we know that Ron Killings getting fired wasn't a work,
right?
Even though he lied and said it was. It's all part of the story. Yeah, just have to watch. Did you enjoy the show? Yeah, okay. Well, it was a part of the story. Yeah. And then Ron Killings proceeds to go on the internet, as well as his son, and say, it wasn't no daggone work. Don't believe what that man be telling you. Went on Raw, said it wasn't a work. Y'all voices matter, etc. Okay, y'all know the story.
Exactly.
So they were doing damage control. Not the group.
Yeah. And of course, we got the American Nightmare coming out. Anybody looking for Cody? Just to sum it up, Cody's pretty much trying to say, yeah, Cena, you got us. You're 1,000 steps ahead, mother sucker. We all know that CM Punk and Seth Rollins don't like each other on and off the ring. Then we also know that, yes, I was too distracted by The Rock because mother sucker, this dude talking about stealing souls and everything. Like, my soul, like, what this ain't no cult. So now he's talking about Cody wants to brag how he pinned John Cena at Money in the Bank in a tag team match. Dude, it wasn't one-on-one. It was a tag team match.
But regardless, cut the crap, okay? Right. Because you could just get a title shot regardless. You were the champ for what, like over a year or whatever. But just the fact that you were the champ, a rematch clause is, just a well-known thing, okay? Like, if you were the champ, you automatically get a title shot. Roman, you ever gonna ask for yours, buddy? Yeah.
We'll probably see about that next year. And then, of course, we had the return of the legend killer, Randy Orton. Honestly, I didn't care. He came back. I'm not even gonna lie.
He came back, basically said, he wants his shot, whatever, and he don't care if he got to go through Cody to get it. I love you like a brother. I love you. I respect you. Okay, like a brother. brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Can we get heel Randy, please? This baby
Right.
face ain't working. And of course, we have L.A. Knight
Yeah.
coming out to let everyone know. Let me talk to you. Who game it is? It's L.A. Knight. Randy, you're Dusty. Cody, all you do is cry. And John Cena, you're just this heel run ain't working for you. It's time for L.A. Knight to be our champion. Man, I would like to see that. But the way how he's been booking lately, I'm not seeing that happen anytime soon.
Yo, so just a little bit of what LA Knight was talking about. He says, basically, as he walk into the ring, right? He says, defiantly, as I walk out here, I'm looking at the WWE establishment, and I know that I'm the sore thumb sticking or standing out here, and I like it that way. Yeah. But you got to understand something. You see, Cena, you have this great little master plan of yours. My God, you're a genius. You did it all. But I know for damn sure your plans didn't include this man. He's talking about himself. Yeah. And he proceeds to basically talk about if he's got to put them all down to get what's his, the WWE champion, then he'll do what he's got to do, right? If he's got to drop a genius, balding bitch, John Cena, right? Then he'll do it. With everybody saying L.A. Knight, yeah. And John Cena's like, man, F this. He walks out the ring. And as he's making his way down, Ron Killings attacks Cena on the stage. And, I mean, he just had everybody, like, in shock, like, looking at... Once again, Ron Killings get the best of John Cena, right?
I know people have been pushing rumors or whatever they want to say that they want to see Ron Killings be the one to take the title off of John Cena before he retires.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that goes down. But like after the commercial break, because of course we went to a commercial break after this, right? This whole segment took like maybe 15 minutes or whatever to open the show. So after the commercial break, we see John Cena talking, basically shouting at Nick Aldis like, did you see what just happened? You got to get control of this, man. Ron Killings coming out attacking him and whatever. It looked goofy. John Cena turning his hat around and everything, looking like a baseball coach, yelling at the umpire. It was ridiculous. But we need stuff like this in the show to keep it interesting, right? So I appreciate little things like that. Then we get the first match on SmackDown. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes, L.A. Knight, and Aleister Black.
This is going to be for the King of the Ring tournament.
This is the first round match. Okay. Ain't too many rounds up in here, though.
Now, you hear all those names you just named. Did we really supposed to believe that Carmelo Hayes was going to beat all three of them? No.
My bro ain't got a chance in
Number
hell.
one draft pick for SmackDown haven't got any type of push or anything. Now, anyone noticed the Miz wasn't there? Uh-oh.
I don't know. I ain't gonna feed too much into that. I'll let the Miz say it for himself.
But of course, during the match, we all thought L.A. Knight had it won until we had Bronson Reed interfered.
Braun Breaker and
Speared
Bronson Reed.
The mess out of L.A. Knight.
They pushed him off that top turnbuckle, only to set up a spear.
Lord.
And then you had Carmelo Hayes get up there like, oh my gosh, y'all just handed me this dub on a silver platter. So he gets up there all, arrogant and whatnot, like looking like, oh man, you about to job out again, huh?
Right.
So he goes up, he hits a splash. All of a sudden, this dude's hitting frog splashes and whatnot. All right. So he proceeds to hit a splash on LA Knight, with Randy Orton catching him in midair with an RKO. So you get a splash RKO combo.
On LA Knight.
Yeah, thanks for jobbing, buddy. And then, of course, Randy Orton takes the pin. Where was Aleister Black? I don't know. Somewhere on the outside being protected, of course.
So Randy Orton pretty much pinned LA Knight. LA Knight took the pin. Now we have Randy Orton advancing, and he's going to be facing Sami Zayn. Now, who you think is going to win that match?
I honestly don't care.
No.
Because this was the perfect opportunity to showcase some of the up and coming talent, right? But instead, we went to the
old people,
to the people that stay on top, and we wonder why the ratings are going down.
Because we've seen the same old.
We getting the same thing for a year straight, spoon fed. Yeah, man. Look, SmackDown was a decent show, all right, but stuff like this just makes like Night of Champions a nothing pay-per-view. It's like the only thing I'm gonna look forward to is seeing what they do with Ron Killings and John Cena going forward. But like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, all this stuff, man, it's so boring.
Randy Orton is like one step out the door with his hurt back. Cody looking like he's tired and lost, like he's running out of ideas to say in the promo. And you know what? Why are we talking about running ideas to say in the promo? We have Jacob Fatu coming out doing a promo. And bruh, let's keep it 100. Ooh. You ain't saying nothing new.
You know what I mean? Yo, he didn't say nothing on the mic. The crowd wasn't even. Look, it wasn't until he started saying, "Oh, gas, no breaks with it." That's the only time the crowd actually was like, "Oh yeah, we know that line." So then they proceeded to say it with him. But other than that, it was like, bro, this you could have. You didn't even have to come out for this.
No.
Solo straight cooked him.
Man, Solo.
This is head of the table Solo again, and I'm here for it. All right, Solo's part of the promo was worth going back and watching, but whatever Jacob was trying to say, like, bro, you could have kept that to yourself.
Nothing. Solo just letting him know, bro, you ain't gotta embarrass me at Money in the Bank like that, but I'm gonna forgive you because you family, and basically next Friday he's gonna open Jacob Fatu with open arms to bring him back into the family.
Yeah, because he said all you got to say is 4 words. I love you, Solo.
It's like, bruh. Solo did brought up a few good points. No one didn't want you.
Basically, you wouldn't have been nothing without me.
No,
I brought you into this world, and I could take you out.
Nah.
I mean, Solo straight cooked him on the mic.
You know what I mean?
And all the hype of Jacob Fatu. And okay, sure, I guess he's good in the ring. I mean, he does a flip.
I mean, he does a
hip attack.
Yeah.
He no-sell stuff. So I guess that makes him great, right? That's the same stuff y'all don't like about AEW, though, right? Doing flippy moves and no-selling. That's literally what he's doing. He don't talk good on the mic. Kenny Omega don't talk good on the mic. Oh, so that's essentially what you got, right? Anyways, Solo cooked him. He said what he had to say, and it was very interesting. So, one thing that we didn't get on SmackDown, but apparently they got on Main Event or whatever dark shows that they be having before and after SmackDown, Hikuleo. He arrived.
Oh.
Yeah. It was fan cameras and also I guess on X or Twitter or whatever.
Because Solo is trying to open Jacob Fatu open arms. If he says no, he's probably gonna debut
Exactly.
that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're already kind of setting that up.
I
so
can see
the
that.
live audience got to see him come out.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Y'all wrong for that, but whatever.
We might see him Friday, hopefully, because JC Mateo definitely did not get a good debut. People was like,
yeah, my boy standing in the background looking like Karrion Kross when they gave him the helmet.
Man,
okay. All right.
But moving on from that, we had a quick segment with Chelsea Green. Pretty much she was stuck wherever she was at. Couldn't make it to the Queen of the Ring tournament, which was supposed to be what? This week? Friday, I believe she was supposed to fight, but of course, Nick Aldis is being petty and put Alba Fire in the match.
He said time waits for nobody.
Nobody.
So, with that being said, we're going to have one of your Secret Harvest gals get in this match, and it's going to be Alba Fire.
But after this little quick segment, and before we move on, we have Z-Botch had the nerve to tell Nick Aldis she wants to confront Julia next week because she doesn't need to pretend or hide from anybody. Girl, you is 2 inches tall. I'm still trying to figure out why you still the champion.
She says she gonna make her look stupid too.
She said, how the shortest person out here gonna make you look stupid? Well, girl, you about to look stupid.
Julia finna come in that bit and just wreck shop. She finna make you look stupid.
Yeah, because
you already look stupid for carrying that title, knowing dang well you ain't got no business holding that title.
And she ain't no dang business doing a 619 either, but she do that too.
They ain't got no dang business having the same daggum people fight for that title if don't nobody else exist on the show.
That's why AAA didn't want her on Worlds Collide. Period. Lord, they replaced her with Javon Evans. Anyways, moving on. He's not even Lucha. We got the women's Queen of the Ring tournament with Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax versus Piper Niven versus Michin. Why is she in it? We don't know why. Jade Cargill, Lord, I don't know if anybody been here, but WWE is expecting to give Jade Cargill a push. Why? What has Jade Cargill done? Should she put in any work? Has she put in any work?
Look, she looks the part, right? And that's all that matters.
Man, she put
apparently.
Technically, she shouldn't even be in main roster, but here we are. So, I mean, just listening to that lineup, I was hoping Nia Jax, because honestly, I'm a Nia Jax fan. I like Nia Jax. She's gotten better in the ring. I like that, you know, the work she has put in and off the ring and stuff. Piper, I wish they would do, like, I mean, honestly, they need to put more respect on Piper's name. Michin, girl, you need to be the next one to be released. I'm just saying. But of course, we have Jade Cargill do her usual, trying to do power bombs, pose here, pose there, not selling much, laying in the ring, looking up to see if anyone see her laying down. And then Nia Jax pretty much, to me, carried the match most of the time because she's a veteran in this match. But as you guess it, what do you think? Jade Cargill pretty much won?
Yeah.
But what I hope she does make it all the way. And then when, like she say, remember who got the briefcase for the women's? Naomi. I hope she does go all the way because I would like to see Naomi cash in on her and then become a well-deserved women champion. But moving on from that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next segment with Tiffany Stratton, because it's Tiffy time and nobody care about Tiffy time. I prefer Naomi's time. So Naomi pretty much came out and letting everyone know that everyone needs to proceed with caution. Tiffany, she was talking to you directly. Io Sky, you are safe. And of course, Tiffany comes out trying to be big and tough, saying how Naomi should cash in right now. And Naomi letting her know, I am not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, but you, on the other hand, need to proceed with caution.
Yeah, whenever Naomi came out with a briefcase, I was like, you know what? You need to go ahead and take that off of EO. But when she cut this promo, it made sense as to why she would go after Tiffany, because Tiffany was always there whenever Naomi was trying to beat Nia for her championship when she had it at the time, when Tiffany had the briefcase at the time. So she'd hit her over here with a briefcase or whatever, ruin her opportunity. So that's exactly what she about to do to Tiffany. She say, I ain't forget. Okay, all them times that you messed up my opportunity, I'm finna do the same thing to you. When you least suspect that, I'm going to hit you with this briefcase. I'm going to cash in and take that title off of you. And it ain't going to be Tiffy time no more.
Please help us out because I like Tiffany. Go ahead.
Yeah, right after that, you have Nia Jax come out, jump Tiffany, annihilate her. Okay, squash. And when Naomi like, okay, girl, I smell what you cooking. So she started coming up. She like, we cousins and whatnot, right? We family now. Nia said, you stay out of here. She's mine. Okay. And Naomi like, all right, well, daggone. Like, I was trying to get that title off of her. You can still beat her up though. And she say, nope, you get up out of here. So Naomi proceeds with caution. She exits she exits stage left. Nope. I don't want that beef.
I don't need the smoke, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get Tiffany and Nia Jax at the Night of Champions. Let's just be honest here. Moving on from that, we had Nick Aldis had a quick little meeting with the tag team division because everyone apparently is afraid of the Wyatt Six. I don't know why. They haven't really done anything to be scary, creepy, besides these crappy behind video promos.
They afraid to job to the Wyatt Six. That's all it is.
That makes
okay.
Sense.
Everybody's like, dang, man, I got to take a pin by these losers. Okay. They come on TV, they act weird, and then they go away for months, okay? They ain't doing nothing. They ain't generating nothing. No interest whatsoever. Okay,
Nope.
they get some YouTube views. Oh, who's the creepy people? Oh, okay.
Man,
I
moving on
ain't,
from
I
that.
ain't
So
worried
pretty
about them.
much, Nick always want to know which tag team wants to offer them sacrifice himself pretty much to the Wyatt Six. Of course, we have DIY sacrifice the Street Profits. Hold up, bruh. The Street Profits just got the title. They waited 4 years for this. Don't be disrespectful. And then Fraxion, the newcomies, want to go ahead and say, we want a shot. Step aside, little dudes. And then we have the oldies, Motor City Machine Guns, was volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, they say you guys don't matter. We'll throw you to the Wyatt Six. All right. They're like, yeah, all right, we'll do this because we get more TV time. Yeah, but we're not over.
Exactly. And they're still not over because the Wyatt Six beat them. 1, 2, 3.
And a nothing
shame.
match. I mean, look, nobody cares about the Wyatt Six. I'm sorry, nobody cares.
I mean, yeah, when they first came, but after that it was like watered down. You've gone for almost half a year and stuff. Then you came back and it's like, okay.
Can we just be honest? There's people in this company that got rehired, and we come to find out. Listen, there's a reason why Vince let go of a lot of these people. They're not draws. There's nothing interesting about them. They're boring. Vince just saw what we all just now seeing, okay? Some of us just now seeing. I ain't gonna act like I just now seeing it. I could see that a lot of these people were boring before, that there was nothing there. Okay, we got Dexter Loomis back, right? What's he doing? Nothing. He's just being another person in the Wyatt Six that poses, come out to creepy music or whatever, and then leaves, okay? I just don't get the hype on this group. Like, we tried, it failed. What are we doing? It's just ruining a tag team division that was actually looking pretty decent at some point, right? We got that excellent TLC tag team match that we should have got on WrestleMania, but whatever. We got what we got. We loved it when we got it. We're moving forward. Okay, but we're moving forward in a very terrible direction with the Wyatt Six because, like, is the whole point to put the titles on them? Then what?
Exactly.
Where do we go after that? We put the titles on them, then what? What's their goal? They don't even say nothing. They just creepy videos. They're not creepy, by the way. Okay, we get these little short 15-second, I see what I saw. And then find out next week.
Like, pretty much. That's it. Nothing really big about the Wyatt Six. And we're just going to keep it like that. So moving on to a quick segment, we had John Cena asking Jimmy Uso, Big Jim, if he's seen R-Truth. And Jim pretty much looking at John Cena like, bruh, do I look like I seen R-Truth or Ron Killings or whoever you looking for? Because ain't nobody got time for you, John Cena, and your paranoia, pretending that you're going to ruin wrestling for everyone. So get the step in and wish you the best of luck looking for R-Truth. So, of course, John Cena made his way down to the ring to address the disrespect that he got from Ron Killings earlier night. And Ron Killings said he will come on his own time. So now we got CM Punk make his way down the ring to let John Cena know what time it is. And it's time for him to shut up and be quiet because it looks like we might have a match at Night of Champions with John Cena versus CM Punk at Saudi Arabia.
I'm here for it. I want to see Ron Killings actually get a decent, serious run.
Yep.
And I like the character. It like he reminds everybody he's driving now, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a split personality going on, which I like because it's like, yes, R-Truth is gone, right? But at the same time, we're reminded that he's still there because you got Ron Killings talking about he's driving now, as in he's in control, right? He's making the decisions now. He's doing things his way. I love it. I like what he's doing. And he's blurring the lines between reality because of what he's doing on social media and these interviews that he's going on, and also what he's doing within WWE. So I like what he's doing. I like the fact that they're actually giving him a chance, even though they lied about how we got here.
And now they're making CM Punk trying to be part of the crowd too, talking about the truth hurts and everything. To me, that's a little cheesy, but I get what the angle they're trying to do.
Listen, I give CM Punk his flowers. Like he
Right.
cut a good promo with
Mhm.
Cena. I was hoping. I was like, okay, are we gonna get some back in the day type stuff where they go back and forth and we
Right.
get something that we could really talk about?
Let's
Nope.
talk to
He
you.
said what he said. He cooked Cena, right? And I was like, yo, since Cena actually talking tonight, say something. Cena proceeds to say nothing.
Was he
Like,
to say nothing, and then he got attacked again from Ron Killings in the STF. I bet he gonna talk now next time. And of course, the crowd go wild.
man, I just felt like this was the perfect opportunity. Like CM Punk was cooking. I'm talking about like basically you doing exactly what I did. The only difference is I actually left with the title.
Yeah, true. And also, after Ron Killings got a couple licks in, he wants to have a match against John Cena next Friday. Lord, they better do something right because don't have this man resign and everything and have this incredible, you know, interaction with the crowd and then have him lose like y'all did him dirty at Saturday Night Main Event. So they better be a good match. And speaking of an okay match, we have the next women's Queen of the Ring with Charlotte Flair versus Alexa Bliss versus Alba Fire versus Candice LeRae. Why is Candice LeRae in it? Who knows? Alba Fire, girl, I'm sorry, it was supposed to be Chelsea Green. Alexa Bliss, overrated. Charlotte Flair, you deserve better. But of course, we have the mind games of I don't know what they're going with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, to be honest. I don't know. This is like Alexa Bliss revenge tour. Because it's like she always getting the upper hand of Charlotte Flair. So you guess it, Alexa Bliss won. But we thought Charlotte was going to win because she had the figure eight put in. And as she was putting in the figure eight, we have Alexa Bliss hit her finisher with a 1, 2, 3. Charlotte was not happy about that. She looked at her like, girl, the disrespect.
Listen, when you going for the gold, respect is out the window.
Apparently.
Cause Booker T said it's about checks and championships. Oh yeah, man. So Alexa Bliss don't care about none of that. She just went for the gold. All right. So if that meant that she got to put Charlotte Flair down, win this match, then damn it, that's what she's gonna do.
Apparently, because I don't know what they're doing with Charlotte. I don't know if she has to get a couple, like, if she's about to tick, boom soon. But I'm having a feeling it's coming because that's like what she lost in the Money in Bank qualifier match. She lost in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And let's see what else she's about to lose before
Especially
she tick,
after
boom.
she has said she's the queen, she's the only queen around here or whatever. And yeah, that I don't know. We gonna have to see how the queen backs up her statement after this loss.
We'll have to see. And then also, while we're talking about loss and crying, we have Cody Rhodes that ran into CM Punk backstage area, and Cody tells CM Punk that he can't run away from each other forever. CM Punk knows that Punk wishes Cody good luck after Night of the Champions because is it CM Punk? I don't know if he advanced already, but sooner or later they're gonna probably go head on head with each other. So we'll see how that goes. Like anybody want to see? Why is there so many old dudes in the King of the Ring tournament? Like
Because WWE is currently, like they pretty much have always done, rely on their older talent until they're ready to go part time.
Right. Like CM Punk is one step away of any type of movement he's injured. Cody is boring. Like Lord and Randy Orton, bruh. Nah, I'm not feeling Randy.
I like Orton. It's just that they never really do anything with him. Like the most they did was RK Bro.
That's it.
With Matt Riddle. Like that was the last time Orton was consistently booked on TV and he was like actually doing something. It's not like they had some great storyline, but it's just that fact that like he was booked consistent, and now it's like he just shows up. He does exactly what John Cena do. If you think about it, he just puts himself in a championship match, or he puts himself in some situation where he can get a championship match, or that he's interacting with, number one contenders or something. And I mean, it's like, okay, the last time we saw him, he lost to John Cena. So then he's just automatically put in this King of the Ring spot. And I don't know, man. It's like there's other people that could get these opportunities to like make a name for themselves. All these people
Exactly.
are already established. So what do they need shots for? Like, what do they need to be in the King of the Ring for?
That's why it's good to have like different talents. Like I like that they put Dominic Mysterio with the Intercontinental Championship, but do something with him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got Carmelo Hayes, who's actually great on the mic and in the ring. Do something with him. Like we have all these younger talents who's actually better than the older talents, and it's like put them over the pedestal. It's like I'm tired of seeing the same old people in their 40s, close to 50, that keeps getting the like opportunities after opportunities after opportunity. It's just to me it's ridiculous.
Most of these people have had like 15 to 20 years of opportunities. Okay,
Right.
like these people that are getting passed up doing jobs. It's like I get it in the wrestling business. You're supposed to like kind of do your time and then it'll come to you. Like, why not just pull the trigger now? Like, take chances. Why do you think the Attitude Era, even the Ruthless Aggression Era, like, why do you think they were so good? It's because Vince just took chances. Like, you got to take risks. You can't play it safe forever. Okay? Like, LA Knight. Like, what are you waiting on? Like, this dude's been over for years without the help of the WWE, right? Like, the fans just, like, recognized real and gravitated to LA Knight.
Yep.
Okay? And they're still supporting LA Knight. When he came out and talked, like, during that promo segment at the beginning of the Smackdown, like, the fans was hanging on to every word. They were loud when they needed to be. They shut up. They didn't do the what chants or whatever to him. Like, this guy, he has it, right? And you're doing nothing with him. It's just like, what are you afraid of? Like, you've already been getting fan backlash. You know, talking about like you lied about Ron Killings, you're booking these boring shows or whatever. Obviously, this SmackDown was pretty good, okay, amongst a string of terrible SmackDowns and Raws, okay. So you finally gave us a good SmackDown, because, I mean, we've been watching for 3 hours for however long, right? We all been saying, man, dang, when it's going to go back to 2 hours? It'll be good again, right? It ain't going to be good again because Roman ain't been showing up, all right? And that whole bloodline storyline ain't there no more. So we're getting what we're getting. We finally got a good SmackDown again. Well, like I said. So with that being said, like, can you please look at taking some risks? Push LA Knight, man. Push, like, give him opportunities. Push Carmelo Hayes, because I mean, if nobody cared, you wouldn't hear all this backlash on the internet with people complaining that, like, look how you doing, Carmelo, dirty, etc. Okay, what them people said in this match? This is awesome, right? And that wasn't because we got John Cena or we got Randy Orton and we got who else? Who was in the LA Knight, right? I mean, you had Carmelo Hayes and Aleister Black in that match too. Nobody was saying, oh man, Carmelo's so small, like, compared to these guys. This match sucks. It's not realistic. No, they were saying this is awesome. Okay? So that just lets you know he can compete with these guys. LA Knight clearly can compete with these guys. You got Randy Orton towering over everybody, looking just jacked as I don't know what. And that they were still saying this is awesome. And then Randy Orton wasn't exactly doing a whole lot in the match. He did his like 4 moves of doom. His draping DDT. He did power slams on everybody. The little snap power slam that he does. I mean, the only thing he didn't do was stomp on everybody's body parts. Like, you know what I mean? I forget what they call that move where he stomps on their elbow, their hand, their knee, and their ankle and all that. But he didn't do that. Okay, he hit somebody with an RKO out of nowhere. You know, he's just going down the list, checking off all his moves. So, I don't know, man. It'd just be nice if they took more risks, take chances. Like, that's all I'm asking for.
I agree. And speaking of, they need to take chances. We had the main event that no one cared about, especially me. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest versus Andrade, my bad, versus Shinsuke for the men's King of the Ring tournament. Now, do we supposed to believe that Andrade and Shinsuke had a chance?
Oh my god!
When
had
you
a
put
snowball's chance in hell,
right, the golden boy Cody Rhodes in there. Damian Priest was just in there just to be in there.
Damian Priest was in there to make you think, man, okay, well, we know they've been doing stuff with Priest lately, right?
Right.
Okay, well, maybe he's got a chance because, like, he knows we'd hate that if he won, so he'd probably do that. Okay, Cody Rhodes is in the match, obviously, right? But why is he even in the daggum King of the Ring match? He could just get his rematch at any point. He's got the rematch clause.
So confused.
What the? Why is he in it?
Lord.
He has a rematch at any point that he decides he wants a rematch. I mean, hell, Randy Orton just asked for him. I'm fighting you and then he got it.
Right.
CM Punk's like, I'm fighting you, and he got it. Cody Rhodes can literally just say, I invoke my rematch clause. Bing, he's got it.
Because
so why is he going through a King of the Ring tournament?
Cody to win the whole thing and then face John Cena at SummerSlam.
Man, it's literally just so he can one step closer to like a Grand Slam championship.
That's it.
Okay, Miz got 2 of them. Holla at me.
There's that. And then Damian Priest, he was just in there just to be in there. But of course, we all know, which I won't be surprised, Damian Priest is probably going to fight Jacob Fatu, probably at Night of Champions or SummerSlam. And then Solo's probably going to cost him the title to protect Jacob Fatu so Damian can be the champion. And then that's when everyone's going to be going to sleep because no one cares about Damian Priest. I don't know if he's the Punisher. I don't know if he's trying to go back to the Judgment Day. I don't know if he's a rock star. I don't know if he's trying to be Batman now. I don't know what Damian Priest is doing, but I'm not feeling him.
At all.
Nope.
I ain't rising for the outlaw. At all.
The outlaw, whatever he be saying. But I'm going to be honest, this main event put me to sleep.
Yeah, everything was good. Oh, well, I ain't going to say everything because there was another match that sucked too that didn't need to be on the show. But like all in all, this match sucked. It was a nothing burger. Okay, you could skip this. You pretty much knew who was going to win. Okay.
I thought it was Shinsuke.
No.
Nope.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Mr. What do you want to talk about?
Cody.
You knew he was going to win. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Okay, yeah, he won as if he needed to, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to get a predictable King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. Big surprise. So, yeah.
I feel like the Queen of the Ring is a little more heavy hitters than the men.
Either way, I mean, both are kind of predictable.
Who do you think's gonna win the women?
Jade.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
Naomi's gonna proceed to, take it off of Tiffany at some point, or you might have a situation where Jade wins Queen of the Ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she ends up going up against Tiffany.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Jade wins. Naomi, because Triple H loves to think outside of the box. Naomi does exactly what CM Punk did to Drew McIntyre, where now Jade's gonna have the title, right? She wins, and then Naomi, that's exactly when she cashes in.
Or I hope something, because remember Naomi's trying to get a revenge on Tiffany. Even though she can get a revenge on Jade, I hope Tiffany retains, celebrate, and someone she attacks her. She said proceed with caution and cash in.
Well, either way, it'll be a cash in like that, where it's gonna be Jade either wins or is about to win. She causes her to lose to Tiffany. Then Naomi ends up jumping Tiffany or whatever and win. Like, it's going to be something like that where she gets 2 birds, 1 stone. Because obviously she's got a bone to pick with Tiffany, and then Jay, I ain't forget about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone.
But overall, SmackDown was actually better than most SmackDown for 3 hours. I don't want to know what the next week's going to look like, but we're going to have more King or Queen of the Ring tournaments on Monday and Friday. Who's looking forward to that? Nah.
Look, just give me a good show and I'll be straight.
Right. So hopefully they shake some things up, because I noticed things are starting to heat up a little bit for Night of the Champions for both brands, Raw and SmackDown. And things are looking interesting for SummerSlam. Remember, SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights hosted by Cardi B. And nobody better not try her. So that will conclude our SmackDown review. Let us know in the comments what you think about SmackDown. Do you feel like it was dull? Feel like they need some improvement still? How do you feel about the 3 hours? Of course, you already know how we feel. Go back to 2 hours. We're not asking for much. You have anything else to say?
Nah, that's gonna have to do it for me. I like SmackDown. I'd say it was like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. In the good category. Expand on it. Like if we could get consistent shows like this back to back to back weekly, I'd be a happy camper. It doesn't take much. It's not like they did anything spectacular in this show. They just did things the right way, okay? And take more risks. That's all I'm asking for.
I agree. Once again, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. And again, this is the Wrestling Bubble TWB.